Ah, yes. Let's get good news here.
Yeah, Mercury retrograde.
Yeah,
You can see it. My horoscopes are messed up as far as the dates go, and that's an innocent, honest kind of mistake. I cut 3 weeks worth and picked the wrong week. It's just a harbinger of things to come. So for all 12, first of all, I think Turkey Day is great. I think that everybody, it's a really good time for all families. I think the weather's going to be good, travel's going to be good. So I'm really happy about that. And then Mercury, of course, retrogrades on Friday in the sign of Sagittarius. So I thought I'd go through all 12 signs and talk about where they can expect their own words to come back to haunt them for and yes, my sponsor, I forgot about that. Brought to you by Weather Tight Windows, because if it ain't tight,
it ain't right.
It ain't right, and I love my windows.
Now,
They're
see, if you,
amazing.
what's going to happen here is tomorrow's going to be a great day. You're going to go to wherever you're going to go for Thanksgiving. The problem is when Mercury retrograde kicks in on Friday, you won't be able to get back.
You won't be able to get back. That's exactly right. And it's good for saving money, I think. For Sagittarians, it's in their first house of their physical self. Sagittarians have to be really careful with the words and the commitments that they make, because they're going to be held to any commitments. And their own words are going to get thrown back against them, which I always hate. For Capricorns, this is a difficult retrograde for them, because Mercury is in their 12th house of their own undoing, and they end up doing themselves in. They either volunteer for something they can't do, small white lies come back, but it'll be hard for them to keep their foot out of their mouth for the next 3 weeks or so. For Aries, not a bad retrograde at all for them. Mercury retrograding, Aquarius. Mercury's retrograding in their 11th house of friends, hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives. So for them, they are going to be trying to put together a team project, a team effort, a group effort that really won't come to be till after the 13th. For Pisces, it's in their 10th house of career and public standing. And Pisces need to realize they do not have the hammer, they do not have the upper hand in a business or professional negotiation, and they are going to need to accept whatever the bosses are saying to them and then hope that they can negotiate something better later on. But if they hold out, they're going to find out that they don't have the leverage that they thought they had. For Aries, they're going to hit the road because they got places to go, people to see, things to do, legal things, contracts, negotiations. Try not to sign anything till after the 13th, because there'll be a lot of give and take and back and forth and compromising before you actually have a deal. For Tauruses, other people's resources flow their way, and this can be a bit of a frustrating time for Tauruses, because people are going to say that they're, and for me it concerns Pat with the Christmas wish. People are going to say, yeah, we're going to support you, yeah, we're going to do this, yeah, we're going to do that, but when it actually comes time to write the check, you'd have to pick them up by their heels and shake the coins out of their pocket kind of thing. Yeah, I know, very frustrating. For Geminis, it's in their 7th house of partners, and Geminis need to say the words yes dear or yes sir, because again, partners' needs are going to be the ones that need to be met, not the individual Geminis. And the Gemini has had a pretty good run since June, so having to take a step back is kind of foreign to them. But if they do that, they'll find that they won't blow things up in their relationship. They need to have a little more thought for their partners. For Cancers, it's in their 6th house of work and responsibilities, and for them, Cancers have to really avoid doing the same thing over again, repeating their efforts, duplicating their efforts, and that can be kind of frustrating. And also for Cancers, any kind of medical tests, make sure you get a second and even a third opinion before you go ahead and believe that. For Leos, great time for them. They just want to have fun. Yay! It really is. And for Leos, it's sort of like, let me see, I'll do the things I like to do, and then I get to do them again, because that's the nature of Mercury retrograde, is to do it over again. Mm-hmm. So for Leos, it really just extends their good time, and I mean a good time with kids, a good time with creative projects, ideas that they give birth to, children of their mind.
Christmas wish.
Yes, and so it's interesting that they have a much better time than the people working with them do.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. Pat's not going to like it, but you're going to have a great time with it. So it's a lot of fun events for you. For Virgos, it's in their 4th house of home, and Virgos very much are trying to do something in their home environment. And the best thing I could say to Virgo is make sure you know where the load-bearing walls are before you start knocking walls out, and have a plan, a comprehensive plan, rather than let's do this and let's do that, and one thing will lead to another. So, but Virgo's really trying to get their home in order. And then for Libras, they've got places to go, people to see, things to do, communications, starting and stopping negotiations. They really won't come to a meeting of the minds until after Mercury goes direct on the 13th. So it's a good time for them to get any kind of information in hand, either to get bids rather than making a decision. Wait till after the 13th. And then for the last sign for Scorpios, it's about making more money. And they make more money through their own effort, but it sometimes costs them money in order to make money. And making money is the easy thing for Scorpio. Holding on to it's going to be the challenge during this retrograde. So tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac. And I got to say, no matter where you are in the United States, even the very worst place here, you need to be thankful, because the very worst place here is still light years ahead of some of the best places in the rest of the world. So
well said.
I'm
Happy
very
Thanksgiving.
thankful, and happy Thanksgiving to you and you and you.
And we'll see you next Wednesday.
Always a pleasure.